Caitlan Freese.
Dan Goldman.
Here we go.
Are you ready for this?
On point. Well, welcome everybody. I'm Dan Goldman, the superintendent here at the Northwest Regional ESD. With me today is Caitlan Freese. And so
Hello.
There we go. Caitlan is a special education coordinator in our K-12 Student Services Special Education Department. And we are talking to you from the St. Helens School District, where we have a couple of new programs that we're going to talk about a little bit today. And so welcome, Caitlan.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here and supporting our students and families in Columbia County. It's been exciting.
Yeah. So here's going to be a little bit of the game we're going to play. So Caitlan and I have some prompts that are on the table before us, and we haven't seen these, and we'll see how it goes.
I get to go first.
You're the boss.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. What is the most exciting thing about launching a new special education program? That's probably mine. That's probably me.
You are doing that right now.
I am doing that right now. And, I think that the most exciting thing about launching a new program is building relationships with the kids and having the staff come together. And so I have already seen kids have really strong bonds with the staff working here. Everybody is new coming together, and it's been a change for the kids, but really being able to know that they feel safe enough to take breaks and get their needs met, that's the most exciting thing, because at the end of the day, we all have the same goal. We want kids to feel safe and successful, and they are. We're seeing that happen.
That's awesome. So we are remiss, and we didn't even say what program we're sitting in, So we are building a new program. It's called Meadowlark Academy here in the St. Helens School District. And so how many classrooms, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So we are partnering with St. Helens School District, and we have 2 classrooms that are called the Social Emotional Learning Classrooms, or the SELCs. And our host school is Lewis and Clark Elementary School. And so we're supporting kindergarten through 5th grade here at Lewis and Clark. It's been a long-standing program, and with the shift in bringing in what we're calling the intensive program with the new build that we're doing, it made the most sense for us to have in total 4 classrooms to staff and support and really build that presence. We just toured the construction site, and that site will have 2 new classrooms opening in November, where we're gonna be serving 1 classroom for the 24-25 school year, and then the second classroom will open in 25-26.
Yeah. It was pretty exciting. So we just came from a construction site. We were just in hard hats, and they are just putting the HVAC unit on the roof, and it looks really good in there. It's connected to the school-based health center that has been here, and looks like it's going to be a really good program for kids. And that program serves, just so folks know, that program is a collaboration between all 5 school districts in Columbia County who are working with us towards having a regional SEL schools program for kids, because they're oftentimes too far from the programs that we run in Washington County. So really exciting, and Caitlan's been a big part of getting that thing going and moving.
Perfect. Your turn.
Do another one? Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah, let's get the good stuff.
We practice our turn-taking skills here in the SELCs.
Not so good at that. If you could time travel for a half day, when and where would you travel to? A half day anywhere.
Well, I answered the last one. I think it's your turn.
Oh, all right. There's a lot of places that I really want to go. Right now, I'm feeling the call to the mountains. My youngest daughter, Reese, keeps sending me. She wants to go backpacking, mountaineering. So I think if I could go for a half day anywhere, I'd probably go to Peru, or do that kind of Inca Trail-ish.
Machu Picchu.
Machu Picchu scene. That really calls to me, and it's an area of the world that has been far from reach for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That'd be cool.
How about you?
I do enjoy traveling. Let's see, it said go
Half
back
a
in
day.
time, right? If you could time travel
Or
just travel
when
anywhere.
And where? Oh, so I was like anywhere. I was going
Time
vacation. I'm ready for a
Where?
vacation.
You're ready for a vacation. But time traveling, I think I would want to go back in time and see the pyramids get built.
Ooh.
But just as like a fly in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I would want to be like in the mix. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, that's a mystery, right? We still don't know how they got those thousands of pounds of stone into pyramids.
Yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. All right.
Already answered it, so we got it. No, we already answered that one, so we'll put it over there. But I'll take the next turn. Why did you choose a career in special education?
Okay. You want to take this one first?
Either way.
I mean, we're doing the flip-flop.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Why?
Did it just choose you?
Maybe. I mean, let's see. I mean, it's been a long time since I've thought that far back. My high school cheerleading coach was a learning center teacher, actually at Tigard High School, from Tigard Tualatin. And so I learned a lot from her just about being able to help others. And I knew I wanted to go into education. And I actually went back and worked as a paraeducator after I graduated from college. And she was there again, helping me through my teacher's program. And at the time, I thought that I would really kind of move into being a ELL teacher and a special education teacher to support that dual.
You're like be dual diagnosed.
Yeah, well, dual supportive, certified. Right? Yeah, dual certified. That's the phrase we're looking for, dual certified. And then we ended up supporting a student who is autistic. I'm not sure where she landed in the world, but 18 years ago, I fell into the world of autism, and that's how I ended up working with students with behavior and communication needs, mental health. I've done a little bit of everything at every level, and I think the why is because I always have been drawn to supporting people feel successful, and that's why I do it as an administrator too, right?
Yeah.
So
hold on. First of all, who is the high school cheer? Because the Tigard cheer program was known. It was like a award-winning cheer program. Who was the teacher?
Leslie Van Cleek.
Leslie Van Cleek. He was now an administrator for special ed in Portland Public, or
no, not well. She wasn't. I don't know.
Leslie Van Cleek is actually she's in my phone.
Is she really?
Yeah,
we should send her a picture.
That's for real.
Because I was little baby teenager, and then I was a little baby new teacher in para.
I like that, Leslie Van Cleek. All right, Leslie, we're sending you this video. So I'm a career special ed teacher. Actually, when I went to Tigard Tualatin School District from Portland Public, was the first non-special ed job that I did in education. So I started working in my summer jobs in New York City. I worked for a program called the New York Service for the Handicapped, and they ran a sleepaway camp for kids with severe orthopedic and motor impairments, and ran the whole gamut. And I was a counselor in my summers, on the Jersey Shore at this camp. And I loved it. I loved working with kids and helping them be more successful. And it was just a really gratifying experience. And my mom was a teacher, but not a special ed teacher. And I just knew that was kind of that was going to be my path. And ended up being in Portland schools, opening programs like the one you're opening now, and doing all the SLCB programs in Portland Public, and taught at the Christie School. And
I did the CB and the SES classrooms there.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Let's make it a good one. Okay. What got us to this point? Talk about the history of social emotional behavior supports in Columbia County leading up to now. It's a history question.
Oh, well, given that this is my 10th month on the job, I think that the history question is your area to answer leading up to January.
Yeah.
And then I can share what the history of the last 9 months that brought us to today.
Okay, let's do some ancient history with Dan Goldman. I've only been at the ESD for 6 years, but there is a long-standing history of our more rural counties actually asking for and wanting access to a rich social emotional learning school environment. And what makes it really challenging is when you get further away from the metro area, staffing gets really challenging, distances get really challenging, et cetera. And so like just the common things. So they've been talking about doing this and that it just never could happen because we couldn't get the 5 districts in the ESD to understand the resource capacity and what really needed to happen. And so, and a willingness to pay for a quality program because it's expensive.
It's expensive,
when you're talking about the staffing levels that are required in a program to be run well and safely and et cetera. It's an expensive program. And this last couple of years, we've worked with them, Kathy Jensen, myself, worked with the leadership in the district to help them understand the actual resource that they're already putting into the programs in their school districts for kids who need this level of service. And then some kids just have no access to a quality program and it's just dire. And so the superintendents agreed that we're going to invest in this program. We were going to use ESD funds that come from the state through ESDs for school districts for this purpose, for a purpose like this, to support this program, and everybody was going to chip in and make it happen. So we're in a really good space in terms of collaboration with the districts. And St. Helens School District has graciously and willingly really want to lean in and make this a successful program here. And I hope you felt that.
Yeah,
it's been
it's been really good. I started with the ESD right after Thanksgiving a year ago. And then Kathy brought me into meetings in early January. Lori Thompson and Jen Nelson are the special ed directors here, and I've been working really closely with them to really understand what the needs are of St. Helens so that we could do as good a job as we could to have a seamless transition for the 2 classrooms here at Lewis and Clark, and then working with them and the other Columbia County SPED directors to identify what the needs are for the students in what we've identified as the intensive program. So it's been a really great learning experience for me because I've had experience supporting classrooms like this and coming in after they've been constructed. So I've learned a lot around the construction piece and that project management just perspective of trying to make sure all of the things are taken care of. And it's really exciting to have it come across the finish line here in November. And the first time I saw the construction site, it looked like I opened up a present on my birthday or something because I had a really big smile, and I'm really excited.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, it's always about the kids and what they need, and that's what this program is. It's a need for Columbia County, and there's a lot of great partners here between the Columbia County mental health program that's out here, the administrators that are here. So just really been appreciating their positive energy and support to make it all happen.
All right. So one last question that won't come from the
We're going
pile.
rogue.
Yep. So, you know, you came from other districts, Portland Public. You know, we both came from other places and then came to the ESD, and we're where we are now. And so just what's your, favorite thing about being at Northwest Regional ESD?
The work-life balance. Not experiencing it right now just because the start of the school year. But in general, I have really appreciated that when I need to focus on my family and put them first, that work is paused and everybody here supports that. Unplug and find that balance. And when my teammates also, either when they go or when I'm not available to work, no one feels let down when you take time for yourself. And I think that's really important as someone who's been a workaholic for a very long time. to slow down. And it's hard right now, but I know that we're going to get there in the next couple weeks. And I'm excited that all of our new staff with this program are also going to be able to experience that work-life balance that I don't think very many people that work in public education experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I just want to appreciate you, Caitlan, for spending a little time, putting yourself out there, and being a little vulnerable, and for all our Northwest Regional ESD staff. This is Caitlan Freese, and the program out here is Meadowlark Academy. We're really excited about it. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Have a good one.
Yep.